The white flag's out in the regular season. Just one race remains until the playoffs begin for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. To settle it all, then decide who the 12-driver playoff field will be, it's all going to go down on a Friday night under the lights from the Last Great Colosseum, the Bristol Motor Speedway, as 300 laps of grueling short-track racing go on the board to set your 12-driver 2020 NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs grid. With 11 of the spots already locked up, it's going to be one spot up for grabs with a field of hungry drivers looking to claim the victory in the Food City 300. This is your full race preview of everything to expect ahead of the Food City 300 live from the Bristol Motor Speedway, the NASCAR Xfinity Series regular season finale. Let's have a look at your playoff standings after the Richmond doubleheader weekend, where Justin Allgaier broke out the broom, picking up both victories on Friday and Saturday. That driver to number 7 rises to his third win of the season. He is third in the playoff standings behind that duo of Fords that's been dominating the season. Austin Cindric at the top of the standings. He has that regular season championship now locked up, leaving him with a 5 playoff point lead over the 98th Chase Briscoe. At 4th in the standings, Allgaier's Junior Motorsports teammate Noah Gragson in at number 9. He has 2 wins on the season, but I expect that number to change here at Bristol, as it's one of his best tracks on the schedule. He's a winner here in the spring. 5th in the standings is Brandon Jones. That Joe Gibbs Racing 19 driver has 19 playoff points on the season, 3 wins for him. He's going to be looking to come into these playoffs strong. And Justin Haley, representing Colleague Racing, 2 wins on the season for him. Admittedly, not good on the short tracks, but had back-to-back top 10 runs at Richmond. Keep an eye out on driver number 11. Harrison Burton at number 20, the Joe Gibbs Racing rookie, ran so well here in the spring last year in his Xfinity Series debut race. I expect him to be very strong once again as well. He has 2 wins on the season. And Ross Chastain in at number 10, you can never count him out, as he's 523 points over the cut line. That locked him into the playoffs already a couple weeks ago. He's eyeing up that first win of the season, though, as he has only 2 stage wins on the season, leaving him at a significant 40-point deficit over leader Austin Cindric. Michael Annett, he's locked into his second straight playoffs with a 281-point lead over the cut line. And Riley Herbst is in the playoffs as well in his rookie season in that Joe Gibbs Racing number 18. A feel-good story comes in that 11th position, as Ryan Sieg, driving for his family-owned team, has locked up a playoff position 128 points over our cut line. In that 12th and final playoff position is the 68 of Brandon Brown, who by 49 points holds that position over Jeremy Clements. Myatt Snyder, 88 points back. Alex LeBay in that DGM racing car sits 99 points behind, and his teammate Josh Williams is 102 points back. All these drivers more than likely looking for a win, as Brandon Brown has been hard to beat for this final playoff position for over 2 months now. Now let's have a look at your Sunoco rookie contenders. Harrison Burton continues to dominate over here. 855 points for him, a 211-point lead over second place Riley Herbst. Both those Joe Gibbs drivers playoff bound. Myatt Snyder, he sits 406 points back, and Jesse Little 436 points behind in his battle, while Joe Graff Jr. and Cody Vanderval find themselves 527 to 682 points back, respectively. Now let's have a look at your TV schedule ahead of the Food City 300 from Bristol. All the racing action goes down on Friday, September 18th, 2020, where at 7 p.m. you have the Food City 300 going down on NBCSN. And now let's have a look at your 37-driver NASCAR Xfinity Series entry list as their take to the Last Great Colosseum, the Bristol Motor Speedway. Driving for JD Motorsports, their quartet of red Chevys goes like this. Carrying the famous last name, the KSDT CPA, car number 0, it's Jeffrey Earnhardt. Then in the series sim seating, number 4, the rookie for the team, Siege driver Jesse Little. At the wheel, the number 6 entry, it's the veteran for the team in BJ McLeod. Driving in the Project Hope Foundation, number 15 Chevy, that's driver Colby Howard. Out of the Junior Motorsports stable, the organization who surpassed their 50th win as a team last weekend at Richmond, they're going to be looking to get win 52 as they continue their quest for 100. They're bringing their quartet of Chevys this weekend with the Pilot Flying J, number 1 of Michael Annett, the Brent Professional Agriculture, number 7 of now 3-time winner this season, Justin Allgaier, in the LS Tractor, number 8, that's going to be Jeb Burton, and driving in the Bass Pro Shops Black Rifle Coffee Company, True Timber, number 9, winner here in spring and 2-time winner on the season, Noah Gragson. For our motorsports, driving into Robert B. R. Incorporated, number 02 Chevy, we find Truck Series driver Brett Moffitt, the defending series winner over in that series. Then for BJ McLeod Motorsports, driving into JF Electric, number 5, leading the Skull Racing trio, it's Matt Mills. And then returning to the wheel of the number 78, this is going to be driver STEFAN Parsons. And at the wheel of car number 99, we find driver Vinnie Miller. And then for SS Greenlight Racing, their duo of Chevys look like this. In the walk-on bar, number 07 Chevy, after a second place run a couple weeks ago at Daytona, we find driver Gray Galding running double duty this weekend. And in the bucked up energy, number 08 Chevy, that's rookie Joe Graff Jr. Out of the Collog Racing stable, their duo of Chevys goes like this. In the Dynagro Sieg, Nutrien Ag Solutions, number 10, it's the Melon Man, Ross Chastain. Driving in the leaf filter gutter protections, number 11, that's Justin Haley, a two-time winner on the season. MBM Motorsports brings their duo of Toyota Camrys like this. Driving into Smithville Homes, number 13 Toyota, that's Timmy Hill. And at the wheel of the number 66 Jaspy Clean entry, we find Stephen Light. Out of the Joe Gibbs Racing stable, their trio of Toyota Supras lines up like this. For Monster Energy, on car number 18, we have Riley Herbst. Then for the Menards, number 19, it's Brandon Jones. Driving into Dex Imaging, Hunt Brothers Pizza, number 20, rookie Harrison Burton. All three of these Gibbs drivers are playoff bound. Out of the Richard Childress Racing stable, we find a Death Wish Coffee, number 21 Chevy, this week seeing driver Anthony Alfredo back at the wheel. And then for Team Penske, driving into Discount Tire, number 22 Ford, it's regular season champion Austin Cindric. DGM Racing's in action with their trio of Chevys like this. Welcoming back sponsor Can-Am to his number 36 Chevy. The driver out of Canada, it's Alex LeBay. Then in the Sleepwell number 90, we have youngster Dexter Bean. Driving the Alloy Employer Services Sleepwell number 92, we find Josh Williams. For Ryan Sieg Racing, their duo of Chevys looks like this. In the CMR Construction and Roofing, number 39 Chevy, it's Ryan Sieg. And then in the Superior Essex, number 93, looking to make a run at the playoffs, the Sauce Boy Myatt Snyder. For Martin's Motorsports, he drives into Guillory Farms Red Angus Beef, number 44 Chevy, that's team owner Tommy Joe Martins. And for the Mike Carmen Racing duo of Chevys, we look like this. In car number 47, the Back the Blues Chevy has driver Kyle Leverman, and at the wheel of the number 74, that finds driver Bailey Curry. Jeremy Clements Racing is in action with the RepairableVehicles.com number 51 Chevy, seeing team owner Jeremy Clements. And then for Jimmy Means Racing in the Advanced Dairy Services number 52 Chevy, that's rookie driver Cody Vanderwall. Driving for Tory Racing Enterprises on the Smithville Homes Toyota of Knoxville Garrison Homes number 61, it's going to be Chad Finchum, a former winner here in the K&N East Series. Then for Brandon-Built Motorsports, he's in the Jabs Construction number 68 Chevy, we find driver Brandon Brown looking to hold on to that final playoff position. And rounding off our entry list for Stuart Haas Racing in the Ford Performance Racing School number 98 Ford, he is a six-time winner this season, that's driver Chase Briscoe. Now let's have a look at your Speedway Collective fantasy picks, a pair of drivers from each category that I think could bring home some points to your fantasy team. In the A class, no surprise here, I'm taking winner here in the spring, Noah Gragson. That number 9 car is always strong at Bristol, as this is one of Noah's best tracks. I think he can pick up that third win on the season as we head for these playoffs. In that number 20, I like the looks of Harrison Burton. I mentioned earlier he made his Xfinity Series debut in this race, the spring race last year. And that Joe Gibbs Racing number 18 had a great run there. Also had a great run earlier in the season here. I expect that number 20 car to be very strong. Keep an eye on young Harrison Burton. In the B class, I like Michael Annett in that number 1. Not necessarily because he's been the best driver at Bristol here recently, but I like his playoff success. These past couple races, he's been solidly in the top 10 and seriously looks like a contender as we head into these playoffs. I expect that to continue, even though Bristol's not his greatest track. I think the Fret can bring home some solid points. In the number 21, I like the looks of Anthony Alfredo in this B class as well. The Richard Childress Racing rookie's been looking to prove himself, and in his past couple starts, he's done just that with some very solid performances. Keep an eye out on him. In the C class, I take Brett Moffitt in the 0-2. Very, very easy play here. He won the Truck Series race a year ago here, and he's going to be running the Truck Series race Thursday night as well. Going to get a lot of experience coming into this Xfinity Series race. I expect him to be strong. And at number 39 of Ryan Sieg had a great run going here in the spring, and as he eyes up these playoffs, keep an eye out on this 39 team to muscle up and have some strong performances. And then in the D class, I like the looks of Gray Galding in that 07. He had a very strong run here last fall driving in that 08 car. He's back once again at this track running double duty also in the Cup Series. I like the looks of him. And the driver running triple duty, keep an eye out on Timmy Hill in that number 13 car. He finished 6th in this race a year ago and also had an impressive top 20 finish here in the spring. I like him in our D class. Let's have a look at your race stats ahead of the Food City 300 from Bristol. The field's going to line up for 300 laps, 159.9 miles around the .53 mile Bristol Motor Speedway. Stage 1 and Stage 2 are 85 laps apiece. The final stage goes for 130 laps, and your defending race winner is Tyler Reddick. Don't forget to catch the 2020 Food City 300 coming live on Friday, September 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on NBCSN. Thank you guys so much for watching this NASCAR Xfinity Series race preview video. For more motorsports content, check out my news video by clicking on the left, hit that circle in the middle to subscribe, and check out that video on the right. It's one you don't want to miss. You can follow me on Twitter at KEMMO Cup Series with another NASCAR Xfinity Series race preview video. This has been KEMMO on YouTube saying thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next motorsports video.